Renaissance Man. Today I'm gonna do something that probably some of you, especially if you're in my age, think, oh, now he have fallen and hit his head while doing a video on this one. It feels to me that it's some kind of a lost art, and that is the easy task of maintaining your shoes for the winter. So summertime you go in sneakers, there's not much to do, but in winter time you want to have them well with fat and wax and screw polish and everything. So maybe you stop watching here if you're the same age as me, or you continue. And I'll try to make a video how to maintain your shoes. It's winter, it's Christmas, so let's go for it. What I'm gonna do today is I have my wife's shoes, black one, so I'm gonna have some black shoe polish, and on these ones that you don't want to have them soft and all that, I'm gonna go with the wax or oil-based wax. My own boots, I like them to be soft in the leather and definitely be able to go in water and snow without them leaking in. So I'm gonna have just pure fat and oil, and maybe I put a wax coat on top, but I don't think it would be necessary. And also this also gonna be this oil based on, and so new shoes. And when you think, why in heck do anything with new shoes? Because they will simply leak. They looks very nice, but the protection coat is not what it need to be in winter. So I have two pair of new boots. And also I would say that many people today, including my kids, say, why, oh, spray them, easiest. Yeah, you can do that. But my experience is that all this spray have some kind of oil in it, of course, but also some kind of silicone, and that dry out the leather, and it doesn't work that long. And when you have that coating on, it's very hard to put wax or oil on and really protect the shoes. So stay away from those ones. So let's get started. I think we start with my wife's with the boots, because we want to put the shoe paste on and let it dry. And I'm gonna avoid, of course, this blank surface in the front. Even if I maybe gonna get some shoe polish on it, I probably would not stick it, but I would like to stay away from it. So let's get started. Sorry, I forgot. Of course, you want to. These are quite clean, but I have a damp cloth that I just want to take any dust, anything else that I definitely don't want to seal in with the shoe paste. And so this one I use daily, so they have probably some road salt on them and a little bit. And what is important that I also come to later on is on really expensive shoes or old shoes, there is a seam here that is sewn together with a, don't know the English word for it, sulan, or one thing underneath. Nowadays everything is glued, but here it's important to get it clean and also get wax and fats in, because that is where you're gonna leak in when you're going in some water or snow. So I just make sure that I take out any dust that I don't want to have underneath my fats. While we're on it, as you can see, even if it seems rather clean, they are not. And in some sense it doesn't matter so much, but if you have them clean, you get a better protection, of course, and that don't put your fat and wax on top of dust and dirt and salt. So it's better to take this off, because I don't want to have any shoe polish or fat on it. And I think this video is important if I should be politically correct, as we often say in Sweden. Nowadays everything should be recyclable, and that is really good. But this kind of things, I had actually a hard time to find a good shoe wax and also the fat. It was not that I could go into any other store and buy it. When I was little, you can find it everywhere. I actually had to look for it, and that says something about it all, that you expect to use them, throw them away. A pair of good boots like these ones, if you protect the leather, they will last a couple of years. If you do nothing, when I take this out next winter, they are cracked and bad. So, money to be saved, environment to be saved, so only a good thing. So let's get started. So I have some shoe polish, black one. Let's put it on. Just a light coat. And I'm sitting here with some protection on the floor, because there's a lot of color in this one. So, and normally shoe polish is, of course, there's some kind of fat in it, but it's mostly color. So what I normally do is I put it on to get the color correct and get the nice shiny boots, as I'm gonna do now, and then put the protective coat on top of it. So now they can stand here and dry, and I will see if I can get rid of, because I don't want any black shoe polish on the natural colored shoes. And this is recycling again. My t-shirts always have a couple of lives. They are used as a t-shirt. After that, in the good old day, I used them in the gym. That was a long time ago, as you can see. But nowadays I often use them when I do work in a workshop. After I have serviced two life as t-shirts, I cut them up and make them use as rags. And then that's the end of a t-shirt life. So that has some black on it, so we keep that away. Now my boots here has dried, and I want to go for this more fat-like, and that doesn't have so much of the wax in it. So just put it on. Make sure that we get it down here in, if you want to call it laces, but it's not really, but where it's glued. So, and you want to make sure that, especially where there is a seam, or where this leather is stitched together, that you get proper amount of fat there, so it doesn't leak in. It's not that you want to step into a sea of water, but you don't want the snow to melt and come in either, if you live where we live. So, let's see, it takes off one. This as well. Depending on what product you get, often when it dries up, fat, it gets a little bit not, what should I say, a little bit dull or milky in color. So what I often do is I let the leather absorb as much as it could, let it dry, and then you can polish up the surface a bit to get it nice and shiny. So now I want to focus on, I actually have a black rag. Now these ones have, the shoe polish have dried up a bit, so then you can start to polish it up. Have a closer look to see if you can see any difference in camera. The right one I have just polished, and the left one should be polished. So, and after that is done, I would say nothing like my wife has. I think that had been my mom. Nylon scarf, and that works really well to, depending on the leather, get a nice shine. And work up some friction heat to get a good nice polish. Like that. And I want to use this other shoe wax on this one to get a nice surface on them. So I put the shoe polish on, so I get a nice black color. Now I put the protective coat on. And same thing here, I let it dry up and polish it afterwards. You can see I got a little bit of a shoe polish with me, so need to be careful what rag is used to what, so you don't put any black color on any nice natural colored leather. So time for them to dry up a bit. Now let's see, I hope that my own boots has dried up. Take a same rag but clean surface and just start to polish them up a bit. I don't like these ones to be shiny more than, they should look like this. You could go on with a nylon one and let it dry a little bit longer, and then you can get often a really good shine on them. But it's depending on color, of course. So these would withstand rain and water without any problem. what I would like to do, this needs to be drying up a bit. These are a nice pair of boots. As you can see, maybe they are quite dry. So I will see what I can do and how good I can get them. So let's get started. I take the more oily and fatty product. Contain less wax than the other one. And here at the zipper, also make sure that we put a lot of fat to make sure that they don't leak water in the seams. They're gonna leak water in the zipper anyway. So, it will change in color, but when they start to dry up, they return to, not now, but after a couple of weeks, then it's time to put more on. So, this one, I'm gonna let them dry a little bit, and start with boot number 2. Make sure that coat the zipper, or surrounding the zipper, not the zipper itself, and also where things are glued together. So, time for them to dry. So, see if I can get a nice shine on these ones. Looks quite good. And Mom's old scarf from the 70s or something. So, I would say, like new, and they definitely will hold the water out as well. And also, all the salt and things we put on the roads nowadays, that dry up the level real bad. So if there is no protective coat on, the shoes wear out much faster. So even if it's not like shoes like for a long time ago, but why not use, if you like them, why not use them for 1 or 2, 3 winters before this part is totally weared out. And look nice and keep your feet dry and nice. So I have a couple of more boots to do. So I think I just need to go on. And you can watch me doing this in our comments on the way. So just hang on. And I hope, or I know, I have earned some good points for my wife, fixing her shoe, but as all we men know, Plus or Gold Star doesn't last that long, so I hope I could collect in the evening. If you're doing bad, they last forever, but that's a way of life, I guess. So I hope that it's going to be a nice evening tonight. My wife have new or waterproof boots. I don't expect too much from the kids in that regards, but I do them a favor. So I'm gonna fix. These are brand new, but as I said, there is no protection whatsoever on a pair of brand new shoes. So we don't want wax on the laces. So I'll take those off. In some sense, I hope that the young generation, that include my kids, gonna watch YouTube and maybe see how I treated their shoes and how they can treat them by themselves. You can always hope. So these ones, let's see, are, oh, that's what the damp one. Let's see, need it. New rag, because I forgot if it was wax or fat in that. Let's take a new one. These ones are rather soft, and so I will go for the fattier one, as with mine. I have a pair of black boots that are gonna do the same treatment as my wife. Black shoe polish and the waxier fat on. But these ones, they are rather soft in the leather, and it's actually good protection with this fattier one. Also here, make sure that the glue line slash stitches get fat. And if you count the cost of doing this, apart from the actual labor, this one cost me 39 Swedish kronos. That's roughly 3.6 euros. And I'm not going to empty it now, for sure. So it's a cheap investment in protecting your shoes and don't get wet and frozen feet. And also here it's easy to forget, this tongue, we call it at least shoe tongue in Swedish, I don't know the English expression for it, that need coating as well, of course. And everywhere when you can expect water, you walk in snow, so left that to dry. So spot a little bit of a difference maybe. Right one is, or your left one actually, is the fixed one, my right, and your right, my left, is the one I have done nothing with. So let's go ahead with boot number 2. polish it and take the excess fat off. Now it's not a little shoe store here. So, pair of new, fixed, water protected boots. So I have one set black boots to go. So get some space here. As you can see, brand new. There's a question here if I really should need to put shoe polish on a pair of brand new boots, but I would say it do not hurt. Well, easy to take. Take out. So, next one. I can almost hear it's a little bit of a shame how dry the leather is when they're coming from the factory. I mean, these are not, by no means, since we're talking of teenage, that brand is important. There's by no means cheap boots, but no attention to the leather has been taken in the factory. So take the excess one off. We can use that one. This cloth is not cotton, it's also a little bit of some kind of nylon or something, so it's polished up quite good. And then we take the thing from the 70s. A nice shine. And time for the protective coat of wax or wax oil. Same as I took on my wax boots. Put it on decently rich, a little bit more than I maybe should have, but make sure that get it all around where it's glued in. So, again, going back to my black rag. Now we don't need these anymore, so we can cover them up. As you can see, how much if not much. So for €3.5, keep you going for yeah, 2 years. Handling your shoes. It's not only the winter shoes that feel good about getting some love and tender. Your other boots will do that like that as well. So back to the optimal recycling. Half an hour, maybe 40 minutes of work. 5 pair of shoes, 2 new ones, 3 that has been used. These I bought this year, so I only used them for a week or 2. Not much time and a lot of money to be saved for yourself, for your kids, for the environment. Protecting your shoes, use them longer, very politically correct, I know. But if you like a pair of boots, why not use them longer? That was all from me. I hope you enjoyed this maybe totally stupid video about things that everybody knows, but I think in some sense it's a lost art. So anyone out there that is much younger than me, feel that this is interesting, that you haven't seen this type of thing before, please write me a note. And of course subscribe, like, spread. I enjoy watching my statistics on YouTube when I get more viewers. That makes my day. So please do.